So, you know how it works, right? You're sitting around, playing some games, minding your own business, and then suddenly, without warning, you've accidentally bought a PS3 with over 100 games. It happens to everyone, right? Well, anyway, just happened to me. So let's check out what I just got, and in the end of the video, I'll show off my retro buys of the past week. So, just a few words right now. Before we start, I won't be doing any video capture or anything like that because, well, you see on the screen, I refuse to do that over 100 times. And I'm also battling, hopefully, really bad cold. My throat hurts as fuck. So, yeah, let's get on with it. So, let's start off with the hardware then. We have, of course, the PS3. I think it's the slim variant, not the super slim, but it's the normal slim variant. One controller, all the cables, and a couple of SingStar microphones. And then we move on to the first letter in the alphabet, actually, because I've sorted them, or rather my girlfriend has sorted them, so it's easier to go through. We'll start off with Aliens, Colonial Marines, a game I know a lot of people hate, absolutely hate. It was absolute crap when it came out, but I don't know if they have fixed anything for it or patched it up so it's actually playable nowadays. But I guess I'll have to try it to find out. Then we have another Alien game, Aliens vs Predator, in a really nice looking steelbook cover. Haven't played this either, so this one will be pretty fun to check out. And then we have a bunch of Assassin's Creed games. We have the first, second, third, Brotherhood, and Revelations. That's a series that I'm not a huge fan of. I really enjoyed the first and second game. I tried to play the third game, but I just thought it was just more of the same over and over again. Find this, find that, run half the map, run over half the map to get to the next place and find the next thing. I'm not a huge fan of open world games in general. I just don't find it very fun to move around in the wilderness and trying to pick flowers and other crap. Then we move on to Brutal Legend. I absolutely loved this when it came out. I know it's not really what people wanted. They wanted a hack and slash game, but this is more of a RTS game, more of a strategy game than a hack and slash. But it's really fun. There's a bunch of huge stars in this. Really fun game. Then we have Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City. Both great games. I absolutely loved the first one, Arkham Asylum. Played it, I think I played it twice from start to finish. There's just so much fun stuff to find and fun stuff to unlock, and yeah, really great game. Then we have Bakugan Battle Brawlers. I have absolutely no idea what this is about. Never played it. And I don't know what Bakugan is at all. Looks like some sort of anime thing. Then we have Bionic Commando. Sort of reboot from an old NES game. Haven't played it at all either. If I remember correctly, it's made by... Yeah, it's made in Sweden. Yay! Made by Grin. But yeah, I don't know much about it. Then we have Borderlands 2 Game of the Year edition. In this nice cover. So it's the base game and a bunch of add-on content. I know the Borderlands games are pretty fun. I haven't played them that much, but I know there's a great deal of humor in it. And then we have a game I actually really like, but I know the critics wasn't that inspired. Bulletstorm. This is apparently a limited edition variant. I don't know if there's anything special with it, but it's a really nice arcade shooter with tons of humor in it. And then we have the 3 BioShock games. I haven't played the last one, Infinite, but I did play the first and second one on Xbox 360. I don't know if this is some special edition or something, because it has a really nice cover. But I really like the first and second. As I said, I've never played Infinite, but people say it's good, so I think I'll try it out. Then we have the first Borderlands Game of the Year edition. I guess it's just a bunch of DLC as bonus. Don't know if it's on the disc, and since these games are used, if it's not on the disc, I'll probably won't have access to the extra stuff. But I didn't pay that much for this, so I think I'm good to go anyway. Then we have another game I don't know anything about. Body Count. Looks like an sort of arcadey first-person shooter. Might be fun. I have absolutely no idea. I know absolutely nothing about this. Then we move on to the best game on B. Bayonetta. This is absolutely amazing, this game. I absolutely love this. I have the special limited edition or whatever it's called on Wii U with both the first and second game. And I played through both several times. I absolutely love them. So yeah, that will be really fun to revisit. Then we move on to C. And there we start off with a really nice horror game, Condemned 2. Sorry for the Swedish. Condemned 2 is I remember when the first came out on the 360, I had a lot of fun with it. I've never played the second one, but I hear it's supposed to be pretty good. Then we have Crisis 2, supposed to be also really good. Haven't played any of the Crisis games, so I'm gonna have to check that out. And this one I haven't played either. Chronicles of Riddick, Assault on Dark Athena. I did play Butcher Bay. Butcher Bay back in the day, but never tried out that one. Then we have Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood. Looks like first-person shooter set in the Wild West. The back of the game looks nice. Haven't played it, so I'm gonna have to check that out too. Then we have Call of Duty, World at War, and Call of Duty 3. This is also a series I'm not a huge fan of. I played one of the first games for the Xbox a lot, but then I sort of faded out of love with that kind of game. Just feels like it's just more and more and more of the same. Then we move on to D with Duke Nukem Forever. It's a game I really wanted to be super good, but it wasn't really that great. Then we have the second Darkness game. The first one was really nice. I don't know much about the second one at all. But it does look really nice. Then we have the entire Dead Space series. I absolutely adored the first one. Played the second one a bit and haven't played the third one at all. Because they made it into some sort of co-op crap. And co-op isn't scary. That's the important thing. The first one was scary as all hell. The second one pretty much just did the same again. And then they messed it all up on the third game. And made it all co-op. Then we have another game I know a lot of people like, Dishonored. I haven't played this at all, just checked out the trailers. Supposed to be a really nice sneak 'em up almost. So yeah, that'll be fun to check out. Then we have Deus Ex Human Revolution. I have this one too on 360, I think. Played it a little bit, but haven't really taken my time with it. So I'm gonna have to check that out too. Then we have the first Darkness game, which I have actually played, and that was great. Then we have Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. I absolutely love the first game, Origins. Amazing RPG game. Then I just played the demo for the second game and just felt that's not what I wanted. They sort of turned it into some sort of almost action game, at least in the demo. I don't know if the rest of the game is that way, but the demo was absolute shit. Then we have another game I don't know much about, Dark Sector. Looks like some sort of action game. And as I said, I don't know anything about this. Then we have Doom 3 BFG edition, which is basically just Doom 3 remastered for PS3. I don't know if there's anything. Yeah, with the expansion. And here we have a game I played a lot when it came out. Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Really, really fun game. I played that over 120 hours, I think. Then we have Enchanted Arms, which is kind of a nice Japanese role-playing game. Also came out for the 360 back in the day. This is sort of a special edition with some extra stuff in. And then we have Enslaved Odyssey to the West. This game looks amazing, plays amazing. It's rather short, but it's really, really fun. Ooh. And then we have something that almost everyone in Sweden has. A FIFA game. Yeah, it's FIFA. You play soccer or football, whatever you want to call it. It's not fun. Then we have Final Fantasy 13. I really hated this game. I'm a big fan of the old Final Fantasy games, but this I absolutely hated. So yeah, don't have so much more to say about that. Then we have Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Both of those are excellent. Play them if you haven't done before. Then we have another FPS game, Far Cry 2. I know a lot of people like this, but as I said before, I'm not a huge fan of open world games in general. And then we have another FIFA game. And then we have Far Cry 3. Same thing as before. I'm not a huge fan of open world games, so haven't played those much at all. And then we have Fear 2, Project Origin. Really fun first-person shooter where you can sort of slow down time and stuff like that. Really nice. I know the first game could be pretty scary. I don't know that much about the second one. Then we have Fight Night Round 3. It's a boxing game. I don't know much about that. I'm not a huge sport nut, so the sport games isn't just for me. And then we have a game I have been wanting to play for a while. Ghostbusters, the video game. I've heard good stuff about this game. It's supposed to be pretty fun with the original cast and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to check that out. Then we have GoldenEye 007 Reloaded. I don't know much about these games at all either, but they might be fun. Then we have God of War Collection, which is the first 2 games that came to the PS2, and those games are absolutely amazing. So I don't think they fucked these up too bad. Then we have Grand Theft Auto 4, also a game I played back in the day and really enjoyed. Yeah, sorry for the shakes, but I had my phone on a little thing on the table, so whenever I grab a bunch of games, it would probably shake a bit. And here's another game I haven't played, Hellboy. Haven't heard much about it either, so might be good, well, might be bad. You don't know with these licensed games. Some are really great and some are absolutely crap. And then we have the Lego Harry Potter games. I actually think these are really fun, especially if you're 2 players. These can be amazingly fun. Then we have Hitman, Absolution. I know these games tend to be pretty fun when you disguise yourself and try to kill off people. Really fun. Then we have Homefront. I don't know anything about this at all. But if I remember correctly, it wasn't that critically acclaimed when it came out. Then we have Heavenly Sword. I think this was a release title for the PS3. If I might be wrong, but I think it's around there somewhere. And if I remember correctly, this is supposed to be pretty fun. Then we go on to Clive Barker's Jericho, sort of a horror shooter thing. I think made by written at least by Clive Barker, who has made a bunch of horror movies that are really good. So hopefully that one's good too. Then we have Just Cause 2. If you just want to go around a big world causing havoc, these games are really good, all of them. Then we have the first Infamous game, also a really fun sort of superhero-ish game. You try to rescue the city, get a bunch of superpowers. Really fun game. Then we have Killzone 2 and 3. I know I had a lot of fun with with the first game for the PS2, and I do think I have played the second one. I'm not sure, but they're supposed to be really good. Then we have more Lego games. Indiana Jones 1 and 2. These, just like the Harry Potter games, are really fun. Same with Lego Batman. All of those Lego games are really fun, especially if you're two-player. They are great in co-op. Then we have one of my favorite PS3 games, Lollipop Chainsaw. Really fun zombie killing game. You run around in third person, chainsawing zombies. Amazing. With a really great soundtrack too. Then we have LA Noire. I haven't played this one. I know a lot of people thought it was really great when it came out, but I just haven't gotten to it. Then we have Metal Gear Solid 4. A game I started playing, but then absolutely lost interest when you were supposed to follow a guy around in a city. Up to that point, the game was really fun, but then I just couldn't get through that part. I don't know if I'm supposed to do something special or it just bugged out, but well, something happened there, so I just couldn't get further. Then we have a really fun party arcade racing game, Mod Nation Racers. I absolutely loved this when it came out. I had a lot of fun with it. One of few games I've actually played online. I'm not a huge online player, but I loved this when it came. Then we have a game I have been wanting to play for a while. Max Payne 3. Love the first two games. Haven't played the third one at all. Yeah, I hope it's fun. Then we have Medal of Honor Airborne, and sort of the same thing with the Call of Duty games. I kind of don't like that kind of games that much. And I know absolutely nothing about this either. So, yeah. And this one is a sort of a really interesting one. Majin and the Forsaken Kingdom. I have been wanting to get this for a while. And it's supposed to be a really fun sort of almost puzzle platformer game. Yeah, that one will be really fun to check out. And then we have another Medal of Honor game. And as I said, these aren't... I just don't like those kind of games that much. But I guess I'll have to check them out just to see so they work and stuff like that. But generally, that's not my kind of game. Then we have the Mass Effect Trilogy box. I absolutely love these games when they came out. Specifically the first one where you didn't have to run around looking for ammo all the time. But yeah, they're all good. So even though they did get a lot of crap in the for the ending in the third game, I still love them. Then we have a pretty hefty box for Mafia 2, with a nice book. I guess it's an art book, and a really nice case for the game. Steelbook. I love steelbooks, so that's a good one. I haven't played this game, but I will. I have tried to play the first game, but that one's really hard. Then we have a really nice, good looking game. And if you have a fear of heights, you should not play this. It's an amazing sort of parkour game. Really loved it when it came out. Then we have a game for a series I haven't played that much, but I know a lot of people love. Metro Last Light is this one. I haven't played, as I said, I haven't played these that much, but they're supposedly really good. Then we have MotorStorm, really fun racing game with a bunch of different vehicles, motocross bikes, ATVs, buggies, rally cars, trucks. Really fun. And now we move on to a couple of NHL games. NHL 2K9 by 2K Sports. Haven't played. Probably won't play either. NHL 11. Probably won't play that one either. Then we have a Need for Speed game. These I actually like a lot. I like racing games, especially arcade racers. And I know some of these games are good, some of them are really bad. I don't know which one, which category this fits in. Then we have Rage. Also, I do remember this to be pretty good. But it's also an open world game, which sort of lowers my expectations of it somewhat. And then we have Red Faction, Guerrilla. Also a game I haven't played that much. I had this one before, so I know there's a big fan base for these games, but I don't know if it's actually super or if it's just like every other open world game. Then we have Resident Evil 5 and 6. And the fifth one I played a ton when it came out for the 360. I sort of maxed out everything in it. I absolutely love this game. The sixth one I didn't play that much. There are, however, parts that are really, really good in this one, and some other parts that aren't that good. Then we have a game I don't recall at all, called Remember Me. The backside of the game is very cryptic, so I don't really know anything about this one. Then we have a really, really, really fun platformer, Rayman Origins. I absolutely love these games. They are absolutely beautiful. They play like a dream. Really, really fun. If you get a chance to get one of these games, do that because they are absolutely amazing. Then we move on. With the resistance games. These I've been wanting to get for a good while, but I just never bought them. I don't know why. The critics loved these games when they came out, and yeah, it will be really fun to check these out. Then we have Prince of Persia, the reboot of the reboot, or whatever you call it. Don't know much about this game. I know it's a reboot after the Sands of Time trilogy. Really love the Sands of Time games, but I don't know much about this one. And then we move on to S. With one of the best compilations ever. Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection. Absolutely love this. If you see this for cheap anywhere, buy it. You absolutely need to have this in your collection if you have a chance. All the best Mega Drive Genesis games are on here. So yeah, you should get that. Then we have Saints Row 2. Really fun game. Sort of a GTA ripoff, but it's really, really great. Then we have a really fun one. The Simpsons game. I loved this when it came out. Looks amazing, plays good. Also has the easiest achievement of any game ever. You just need to start the game. Then we have Street Fighter 4, which is a game I played a lot when it came out too. Love fighting games in general, and this one plays like a dream. Then we have a really fun party racing game, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. I actually don't have the first one, so didn't have the first one, never played it really, but I did play the second game a lot. So that'll be fun to play. Then we have Star Ocean, The Last Hope International. Don't know what makes this game more international than the other version, but it's a fun game. I played through it on Xbox 360, so I'm gonna have to check out to see what's different from that version. Then we have Lego Star Wars and Lego Star Wars 3 and the complete saga. This one I played through on the 360 too. This one I've never tried. Then we have Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. Supposedly a really good Star Wars game. I don't know super much about it. Just you know that you could use the Force and do a bunch of fun things. And then we have for SingStar games. The first one, Volume 2, Volume 3, and ABBA. These are Well, if you're having a party, they're always fun to have around. Then we have a game that I have wanted to play for a while, Syndicate. Sort of a funny take on the Syndicate. If you play the old Syndicate games, where you control a bunch of bunch of soldiers for the Amiga. It's don't know that much about this. Then we have Spec Ops: The Line, a game I don't know that much about. It's also a FPS game, I think. Don't know super much about that one. We have Sleeping Dogs, another game I don't know extremely a lot about. Singularity is also one of those I don't know super much about. Sniper Elite, I would guess it's a sniping game. Don't know that much about it either. Then we have Saints Row 3 and 4. Haven't played these, but I know they're supposed to be really fun. Then we move on to Soul Calibur 6-4. Love these games. Absolutely amazing fighting games. Then we have Skyrim, also a great game. Can play around a lot in that game. This one I haven't played, but it's a Sonic game, so I don't know if it's great or if it's absolute shit. The later Sonic games, most of them are absolute junk if you like the old ones. I don't know that much about it. We have Tekken 6, really great fighting game. If you haven't tried it, do it. Then we have Splinter Cell Blacklist and the Splinter Cell trilogy. I know I played the first Splinter Cell back in the day, and one more, I don't remember which one it is, but I have enjoyed them, so this might be fun. Then we have a golf game, yay, Tiger Woods PGA Tour. Won't say much about that one. Then we have Tomb Raider Underworld limited edition. I don't know what's special about it. There's a bonus disc. And an actual manual. That's nice. But I don't know if you get anything fun on the disc or anything. Maybe it says on the back. Yeah, there's some music, behind the scenes documentary, art gallery, videos and trailers. Nothing game. Nothing that you can actually play. Then we have limited edition collector's box for Uncharted 2, which seems kind of nice. And as I said before, I really love steelbooks, so that's always fun. Don't know if there's anything special for in the game or anything. And then we have Uncharted 3. Those games are supposedly really fun, but I just haven't been able to sit down with them, or the stuff I've played, it hasn't been that amazing in my eyes, of course. Then we have Virtua Tennis 2009. It's a tennis game. I haven't played it, so it'll be fun to try maybe. Then we have a game I really like, White Knight Chronicles. I have the second game where you actually get the first game inside, so really like this. Really fun Japanese role-playing game. Then we have Wolfenstein. I haven't played this one, but I did play. I have played the later ones that came out for PS4. But I guess those have nothing to do with this. Then we have Wet, a game I know absolutely nothing about. Looks like a action shooter game of some kind. Then we move to X-Men Wolverine. X-Men Origins Wolverine, actually. Which is basically a God of War like game with Wolverine. Supposed to be pretty fun. Then we have 2 Yakuza games. Really, they're supposed to be really good, but I haven't played any of them. I do own 1 or 2, but I haven't played anyone. So these will also be really fun to check out. And that was actually all for the PS3 stuff I got. So then we'll move on to the retro corner of this video. So first off, I got Mega Game 6 for the Mega Drive, and it's just an amazing cartridge with some of the absolute best games for the system. We have Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, and Shinobi on the Revenge of Shinobi, actually, on the same cartridge. It's absolutely amazing, absolutely stunning, and really nice. Then we have a really fun platform game, Ghostbusters for the Mega Drive, not to be confused with the Master System version, which absolutely sucks. Then we move on to Dynamite Ducks for the Master System. Really fun little game. You should try this if you can. Really fun game. Then we move on to an absolute classic. I love this game, Fantasy Zone. Really fun, colorful little shoot 'em up where you can go both left and right. You sort of just go around. Really fun. Also worth checking out if you've never played one of them. And then we move on to my absolute favorite game in the world ever, Bubble Bobble. I absolutely adore these games. Unfortunately, they don't make these kind of awesome games anymore. When they try, it just doesn't work out as good as it should. But I absolutely love these games, and it has probably the most memorable soundtrack of any game made. So check this out. If you've never played Bubble Bobble, what is wrong with you? So that was my big PS3 haul. Really fun to get through, and it will be really fun to play most of these games. And there's a lot of games I want to check out in this pile. So we'll see you. Thanks for watching Retro Gaming Swede, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to see more.